Hi, just want to take a chance to talk to you about Chapter 8. Chapter 8 is a real life chapter. It's a lot of applications in it. Chapter 8, we talk about percents, sales tax, simple interest, compound interest, stocks, annuities, loans, credit cards. Okay, within that, you're going to experience probably the toughest part of it. You're going to have a different formula for each one of those. These formulas, the book does such a great job, puts them in the green boxes, identifies whether it be compound interest, simple interest, any of those like that. Your book does a super job, so you understand which formula you're using when. Okay. The tough part of this chapter in my mind is your problems. You're going to have this formula that you know you're going to use. The easy part to me is sometimes is substituting these in. You're just going to find out your rates, your amount that you purchase. You're going to substitute those kind of things into your formula. Okay? Get yourself a good calculator. This is going to be the key to Chapter 8. Whether there's a couple on this syllabus that I've recommended. So there's one made by TI. There's one made by Casio. Either one of those two are going to work great. They do a really good job. They're very visual. When you're applying things into the formulas, you can see if you're doing it correctly or not. Get one of those calculators, or borrow one from someone if you haven't. They have someone, but pretty inexpensive. But get a calculator. As you're going through these, you're going to have some. You're going to experience some things where it seems like that it's making sense, but you're just getting the wrong answer, and that's where you're running into the calculator problems. Okay, but here again, keys to Chapter 8: looking at those formulas, understanding which one to apply where, and then calculator. Make sure you get a calculator that's quality that you can use. Important, have one with a visual display so that when you're substituting in values, you can read and see if you're putting in the correct values and actually see what your calculator is doing. What you're going to have to do is actually learn the logic that your calculator uses to process this formula, and learn how to do the right time that you want to learn how your calculator does order of operations. That's really what I'm looking for on this. So different calculators work in different ways. So make sure you understand that. At the same time, there's a lot of your assignments in this chapter where there's a couple of tough problems that I'll put in there, like a 19 and a 20. The reason why I did that, I grouped them together in pairs. So 19 is an odd problem. You got the answer to that. You can work through it and understand it, and most of the time that second one in that pair, number 20, is worded almost exactly the same way. It's going to have the exact same process. So you got one you got an answer to, you can learn from, and the second one would be one that maybe I'm looking for to grade. So make sure when you see the homework and they're paired up like this, an odd even, that you're doing that odd one, because that's where the learning is going to happen, and that's what's going to be able to make you get through the test. Okay? Good luck with Chapter 8. Get a calculator, and make sure to stay in touch with me. If you're falling behind or if you just need help on a particular section, let me know and we'll see what we can do.